Okay, hello, my honor students. Hope everything's okay. Now, starting this coming Sunday, I'm going to start making outlines, and the outline will be the next week, so you can look at it and say, hey, what days do I have stuff due? Now, this week, Thursday, 2 days from now, we're going to have a test on this stuff here, right triangles. So my high school kids, of course, I'll put it on Schoology. And for my regular, my 8th grade students, it'll be put on a video. But there'll be no new video as a lesson on Thursday. All I want you to worry about is taking that test and turning it in. So I'll put it on in the morning. It'll be due at 8 o'clock at night. Now, if you turn it in late, I might take points off if you don't send me an email saying, hey, my internet went out. My little brother threw up on my computer and it blew up. So, anyways, let's start with this. By the way, excuse me if I write you an email saying, hey, send it again. I didn't get it. That's happened a couple times. Sorry, technology not work so well all the time. Doesn't work so well all the time. Anyways, here's the first 4 problems. Freeze the video, check your answers. If you got them all right, you don't need to watch the next video. Watch the rest of this one, but you don't need to watch the next one. Okay, if you got one wrong, mark which one. In the next video, you can fast forward over the stuff you already know. Story problems, let's look at them. A ground observer reports a plane flying 2,000 feet above the air. So make a drawing. 2,000 feet would be straight up above ground level. If the angle of elevation, the elevation is always with the ground and the diagonal. Depression is always with the sky and the diagonal. Is 17.5. How far apart are they? So far apart would be the diagonal, the hypotenuse. Because that's how long it would take till it could touch it. It couldn't touch it if you go this way. So I would go sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Now, if you're using Desmos, it might be easier to do cosecant. That's hypotenuse over opposite. So I would do sine is 17.4 equals 2,000 over x. Now, if you're using Desmos, make sure you're in degrees. You got to go to the little wrench at the top right. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. So then cross multiply if you're doing it this way. Divide by sine of 17.4. So if you do this with an older calculator, it's more of a pain. Where Desmos just use cosecant. That way the unknown is on the top. So 2,000 divided by sine of 17.4 equals, I get 6,687 point, let's say, let's go 0.1. Okay. And that's feet. So, woohoo, they're far apart. That's a small angle if you think about it, 90 straight up. So, wow, that's a long distance. Now the next one. What is the angle of elevation? Ooh, another one. We have a flagpole. Woo-hoo-hoo. And we know it's 25 meters high, and its shadow is 35. Shadow is along the ground. Elevation is always with the ground up, so we're looking for this. I'll use a Greek letter to be fancy. So what's opposite over adjacent? You should know your trig. That's tangent. So opposite is 25 over adjacent, and we use this little symbol. So again, you're going to have to use Desmos. That's the -1 because we're looking for an angle. So 25 divided by 35 equals second. This is great television going on right now. I get 35.5. Let's go 8 degrees. So Desmos is easier. I can use Desmos because I'm using the calculator now. Now, I'm going to do the next 4. I'm going to do one of them, one of the previous 4. If you got number 1A right, just go to the second video. Now, if you got all 4 of them right, just go to the second video now. You can skip second video. Now, first, I always make a drawing of my information. I know two of the angles, so I can get the third one really easy. Go 90 minus 64.8. 90 minus 64.8. My calculator's dying. What is going on here? Why is this not working? 90 minus 64.8. And I get... Oh, I see. I can't read it. It just died. Oh, life is good. Life is great. I'd like to eat a big old cake. Different calculator. Let's see it works. 90 minus 64.8 equals 25.2. Hoo-hoo, that was fun. Now on a test, actually go 90 minus 64.8. I'd appreciate it. Now, okay, let's find A. So I know this one now, and I know this one, and I know side B. So I'm going to do angle A opposite over adjacent, because I like my known to be on the bottom. That's tangent. So tangent of A equals A over B. So tangent of 25.2 equals A over B, which is 38.5. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 38.5. And let's see what I get. 38.5 times tangent. Oh. Well, I'm just going to have to finish this up on the next. This calculator just died. So the next video, I'll finish this problem up, and then we'll go on with the other three. So thank you. Bye.